Hi everybody, so we are back here and we have completed the body of our minion. We have sewed in the end from the last video, and this is the basic shape. So I just want to tell you, before we move on to the next part, I just want to tell you that these I don't know, these little bees that I'm making here, this shape, you know, this applies to lots of different designs. It doesn't just have to be a minion. You can make lots of little things. Like I say, I'm in the process of making some bees, and I've started off with 4, and then I've gone to 8, and then I've gone to 12. So I've increased each round by 4. So, you know, you can really adapt this pattern. Once you know this design, it really can be quite useful. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we are going to work on the minion's eye. So to do this, we're going to take our grey yarn. Now you don't have to have a crocheted. This part is meant to simulate the goggle. So this is the band of the goggle, and this is meant to be the kind of the silver part, the metal part of the glasses. But you don't have to crochet. You can actually, if you want to, just have a piece of grey felt or any other material if you don't want to do a crocheted one. So to do this, we are going to chain 2. So that's 1, 2, and we are going to work 8 single crochets into that second chain. So that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's split a bit there. Just come back out. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So just if we just pull in the middle, we have our 8 single crochets. Okay. And then what we want to do, we want to go around and we want to put 2 single crochets into every single stitch. So that gives us 16. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 and 16. There we go. So we've started off with 8, and then we've gone 2 in every stitch to give us 16. Now what we want to do, we don't want to increase any more. So now we go around and we put 1 single crochet in every stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. And then you just want to slip stitch into that next stitch. Now, can you see what's happened by not increasing anymore? It started to cup, and that's exactly what we want. We kind of want that cupped shape to give the effect of the eyelid, the eye goggle. So we've got our 16, and I'm using these plastic googly eyes. These particular ones do have a loop hinge on the back that you can stitch on if you want to, and some have flat backs. Some are sticky, but you tend to find the bigger the eye goes, that it doesn't have the self-adhesive part on the back. So like I say, you don't have to use a googly eye. You could use some white felt or some funky foam, and then you could, you know, put some black felt to make the black dot of the eye on top. But I like to use these. I think they look quite good. So you just want to make sure that you've got the right size for your googly eye. If it's a little bit big or a little bit snug, you can go round again and just do a row of slip stitches, but I think that size is absolutely fine. So what we're going to do then, we're going to snip and just pull your yarn off. Now I personally use a hot glue gun for the center attachment. I've always done that. I find it very secure. So I will glue this in at a later stage, but I will just show you for now how to attach the goggle to the body. Okay, so if we take our yarn needle and just with that edge one, just hide that one through there. I like to feed it through so that when I go to stitch my goggle on, I have got two pieces, just to give me some extra sort of stability with that. So I'm going to thread that needle again, and then what I'm going to do, I am going to position the, actually snip that bit, we don't need that. I'm going to position the eye just about in the center of the band. Can you see there? Just about there. And just secure it just with a little stitch. If you go all the way through, don't pull too tight because you don't want it to pucker. You just want to secure it. And then if you go back in through the same stitch, and back in through the same stitch, so you just want to do a few little stitches. Only has to be secured in the middle. It doesn't have to be secured all the way round. You kind of want that 3D effect. You don't want it too flush onto the body. So we're going in and through, and you just want to do that a few times. Like I say, if it starts to pucker, you can just, there we go. So that's secured on there quite nicely. And then you just give that a snip, and then we will pop our eye into the center there. Okay, like I say, I will pop that in later with some glue, but even there, I mean, you can see that's stayed in actually quite securely while we're working with it. So there we have our minion with his goggle, with his goggly eyes. Very cute, isn't he? So now what we want to do is take some black yarn. Oh dear, it's all in a tangle. I think my cat's been at this. And just snip. You want about, say, sort of 15 inches. And what I like to do is take my crochet hook through the top of the head, and if you just cut about 4 strands, or actually I'm going to use 3, and place them together, and then fold them in half. They don't have to be even because you'll trim it. So you've got 3 strands of black yarn folded in half, and we have the crochet hook through the top of the head. We put it onto the crochet hook, it's a bit fiddly, and pull through, but not all the way through. Take your hook out, and then with your longer pieces just pull up. You can see there, just pull all those strands so that they're tight. There we go. Okay, and you can, if you want to, you can leave your minion with long hair, but what you would do now, you would just near the top, just a little snip. There we go. Look at that, isn't that cute? Very cute. So what you can do now, if you want to, with some of your yellow yarn, just take a few inches, and you can secure a key ring to the side of the body. So I like to go in just slightly at the side where you can't really see it, and if you take your key ring part and you kind of thread through, a bit fiddly, and through the loop as well, you'll find that you can pull through the loop and secure at the same time, and in theory you should then be able to let your loop go. So basically you're just attaching the keyring side onto the side of the head. There we go, as so. And if you pull through, but what you don't want to do is you want it to be secure enough that the keychain can pull all the way through. So just, oops, that's it. Oh, that's come undone. Right, hang on, let's try it a different way. So we go through, okay, and then we pull through. And then what we do with our another piece of our black yarn is, and we will thread that, and you just want to go in, you can go in any way you like, just sort of diagonally, I would say, to the right of the eye maybe, and just pull through, but don't pull your yarn all the way through, and then just do a little stitch into the next stitch at a slight slant, just so you've got a little mouth on there. It doesn't have to be perfect, it's just gives it some extra character. Okay, and then if you snip your yarn and just give it a squidge, you'll find that the end pieces will stay inside. And there we have him. Isn't he cute? So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I'm sorry that it's taken me so long to do it. Been quite busy. Please subscribe and please click on that bell icon and share my videos and anything you can, and all of your comments. They're lovely. I read all of them. And thank you once again for your support, and I will see you probably in my next video, actually later on, where I'm announcing the winners of my giveaways, and then on Monday I am off to Thailand. So I have a busy few days approaching, but I wanted to fit this in for you. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!